Hey, it's Jeff Garrison talking to Josh Robinson from Checkmate Payroll in Concord, New Hampshire. How you doing, Josh?
I'm well, Jeff. How are you?
I'm good. All right. So I was just calling to talk to you about Leaders Club, and you've been in it for a year now. We're going on our fifth quarter, and I would just like you to share your experience.
Sure thing. Leaders Club I find to be a invaluable resource. I have previously participated in CEO peer groups like this and found those, while there was value to be had there, oftentimes found myself in a situation where I would be in a day-long session, and when at the end of the day, looking back on it, I would, consider, say, maybe a third to half of the hours spent to be more or less wasted. Not to say that I have any problem, offering my own input to other people's issues. That is exactly the kind of thing that I find value in. But oftentimes, CEOs tend to, as a general rule, be a little bit egocentric and like to hear themselves speak. And this is being a grouping of people that have, industry by industry, nothing in common. A lot of times egos would get in the way. People would go on and on about, their own thing, because they enjoy hearing themselves talk.
Yeah.
And I just don't have time for that kind of thing. So the leaders group I have found to be extremely valuable because it is in the context of the industry that we are in, and it is a group of like-minded folks who all see the importance of making sure that the time that we spend together is valuable for everyone. And with that consideration, it really puts me in a position where, every minute of every session has value, whether it is my turn to offer my issue that I'm looking for feedback on, or I am the one providing the feedback. In addition, it is something that I feel goes hand in hand with it's something that we get to a lesser extent out of the annual conferences for IPPA and the payroll group.
Yeah.
There is peer, knowledge sharing, and through that I end up networking with a lot of other C-level people, and offline end up having, good conversations and periodic calls with them to talk strategy. But that is informal. It is not something that is structured, and it is in order for me to really get the most value out of this, I need it to be something that happens on a scheduled day and time, once a quarter. That's one of the really valuable things out of the leaders group is that, as by participating, you're obligating yourself to be there once a quarter. Therefore, when I go out of my way, when I fly to Chicago, I need to make sure that my time is well spent, and everybody else in the group is in that same scenario, which really makes it a powerful experience that we all walk away with value from.
So you talked about sharing issues with the different owners. Let me ask you about the kind of feedback that you get. How penetrating do you find the feedback? Do they tell you what you?
Yeah, no, good question. Good question. The thing that I can assure you, and anybody who watches this, that this is not sugarcoating, light, fluffy kind of feedback. This is not patting each other on the backs, singing each other's praises for all of our achievements.
Yeah.
Just the opposite. Even when you present an issue, and in the context of presenting that issue, you might, speak highly about one thing that you feel like you're doing well. Rest assured that the rest of the group will pepper you with questions that will really help you see that thing that you think you are doing well could be done better in so many ways. Just by your peers asking some pointed questions about the underlying details. It oftentimes we get into conversations around financials. if one of us presents to the group with the idea that it seems like they need to, restructure their organization or perhaps hire some people, we get into the weeds on, okay, well, what are your revenues? And do your revenues justify that new hire, or do the revenues show us that perhaps there's another issue going on here that you're not seeing into?
Yeah.
So we get into great detail, and one of the things, leaders group is not for people who are easily offended. You set your ego aside at the door, and you listen to your peers as they provide their feedback, and you take detailed notes, because we are not here to screw around. And the fact of the matter is that regardless of what the feedback is, the purpose of the other person providing it is to help you get better. And therefore, the questions that we ask, the situations where we get into, get into weeds, addressing my issue, when I didn't expect for it to go in that direction. Well, that's the direction it went in, and that's how we deal with it. I answer the questions, and oftentimes in answering those questions, a light bulb goes off in my head about a thing that I never considered in the right manner prior.
All right. So one more question. We've been talking about working on your business, improving your business, but one of the major objectives is to see that everyone walks out a better leader and to grow personally each week.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, give us some feedback on that. How have you
So I think I have grown significantly over the last year. I assure you that if you were to ask any person on my leadership team at Checkmate, that they would second that and then some. The manner in which this happens is, a lot of the conversations end up, circling around leadership skills and, things that, we refer each other to particular, books or other resources that each of us has learned from in the past. And in addition to that, as in, like most peer groups like Vistas and other things of that nature, there is a learning session, a learning part of each of our sessions. And, we read books like the four skills of an extraordinary executive, or whatever that book is called, I forget the title, and things of that nature. And then we have detailed conversations as a group about how those things apply directly to our business. And by coming to the group, having read the book and having that open conversation about specifically how the concepts that were explained and learned from that book, talking about how they can apply specifically to our industry. This is just another example of why the leaders group is so much more valuable than a non-industry focused business.
Mm-hmm. Well, excellent. So, Josh, I'm thrilled you're a part of it. I'm thrilled to see everybody helping each other grow their businesses like they are, and I appreciate you taking a few minutes with me here to share about your experience. Thank you.
Happy to do it, Jeff. I hope you have a great afternoon.
You too.